Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Genesee Community College. This is the 41st annual Batavia Lions Club Pete Arras Memorial Basketball Tournament sponsored by Turnbull Heating and Cooling. This is our fourth and final game today. It is in the large school bracket, and it features the Batavia Blue Devils, who will be listed on the guest side of the scoreboard tonight, and the Roy-Hart Rams, and they will be listed on the home side of the scoreboard. So let's introduce tonight's starting lineups. First for Batavia Blue Devils, who are coached by Brasky. Starting with number 5, Carter McFarland. Number 10, Rashad Christie. Number 12, Cam McClain. Number 24, Jamin McMullins. And number 32, Sawyer Cyberlane. And the rest of the Batavia High Blue Devils. Now let's introduce the starting lineup for the Roy-Hart Rams, coached by Joe Pollock. Starting with number 0, Remington Lowry. Number 3, Jaden Swigert. Number 11, Jamal Johnson Jr. Number 21, Justin Dover. And number 32, Jackson Weber. And the rest of the Roy-Hart Rams. And now everyone, may I ask you to please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello everybody and welcome to the 41st annual Batavia Lions Club Pete Arras Memorial Basketball Tournament. We've reached the nightcap of a 4-game slate here at Genesee Community College. Batavia taking on Roy-Hart in the second large school bracket first round matchup, as the winner of this game will meet Leroy in Thursday's final game. Leroy defeated Attica earlier tonight by a wide margin behind 27 points from Merritt Holly. So whichever team wins this game will have Holly to contend with, while these two teams bring plenty of talent with them in their own right. Batavia powered by the McFarlands brothers, Javin and Carter, while leading scorer for Batavia thus far this season, Sawyer Cyberling, has burst out to a fantastic start and has helped guide Batavia to a good start themselves. So as we go through tonight's broadcast, we'll be sure to thank our sponsors. First and foremost, our scoreboard sponsor is Casella Waste. And we also like to thank Genesee Community College, Notre Dame, TF Browns, RA Heights Company Incorporated, Yassis Trucking, Main Street Insurance Agency, and Empire Tractor. We are underway here at GCC in the first quarter of our final game of the evening. Alex Brasky here with you for the Batavia Daily News Sports Network as Cyberling fades from the corner and he's unable to connect. And now it's Roy-Hart's Jamel Johnson Jr. on the run, stepped out of bounds, turnover going back to the Blue Devils. Roy-Hart is a team that previously defeated Notre Dame earlier this year. You just watched Notre Dame in the game previous to this one. You saw Notre Dame roll over Medina to work their way to the small school final where they'll meet Oakfield, Alabama on Thursday. But Notre Dame, a defending sectional champion, and this Roy-Hart team was able to defeat them earlier in the year by a final score of 57-44. And you see the size on this team, and Jamel Johnson Jr. is certainly a force to be reckoned with. He scored 21 points in that win over Notre Dame earlier this year. So Batavia and head coach Buddy Brasky certainly will be focused on Johnson Jr., while head coach for the Roy-Hart Rams, Joe Pollock, will look to get him involved early and often. So we're 40 seconds into this one as Johnson Jr. fires up a shot from the lane. No good. Goes out of bounds off the Rams. And it'll go to the Blue Devils here. Get you some information on both teams momentarily. There's plenty of energy inside the gymnasium for this game. Both benches and both teams' fan bases bringing quite the verbal support in the early going. You also see the Batavia cheerleaders under the basket here at Genesee Community College, which is a fantastic sight to see. The only group of cheerleaders to support their team during this tournament. So shout out to Coach Cody Grazio-Plain and her group of girls for coming out here to GCC, supporting the team and watching their classmates play in a big atmosphere. I always say the cheerleaders really do add to the environment of high school sports. It has certainly gone by the wayside a bit, seeing cheerleaders support teams at events other than football, that is. But the Batavia cheerleaders try to get out to as many home games as they can. You used to see cheerleaders travel with teams. That is no longer the case, of course, but Johnson Jr. to the rack, count the bucket, blocking foul will be called against Rashad Christie, so Johnson Jr. puts Roy-Hart on the board. They take the first lead at 2-0. As Christie trying to take the offensive foul, unable to do so. It's a block, and Johnson Jr. to the line to look to make it a three-point play. Unable to do so, and a foul called on Roy-Hart's Jaden Swigert on the rebound. But just to conclude my conversation on the cheerleaders, I understand their role in athletics has certainly changed over the years. They do more competitions now. It's a much more competitive sport than it once was, and there's much more focus on that aspect of things. But it's also nice to see them come out here and root their teams on. They're certainly permitted to do so, and I would say most teams encourage them to do so. Carter McFarland's inside from Cam McClintock, and Batavia's on the board. We're all square at 2 apiece. Just under 6 minutes to play in this opening quarter. Batavia employing a pressure defense, and Cam McClintock rips it away from Roy-Hart's Remington Elby. Now it's Batavia in the front court. Christie can't get the layup, gets his own rebound, harassed by Johnson Jr., and it's a foul. So Batavia will take the ball out underneath. Inbound goes to Christie, and Batavia takes its first lead of the game. It's a 4-2 ball game. This Batavia cheerleading team has had quite the success over the years in competitions. Former head coach Stacy Squire certainly left it in good standing. You see the numbers that Coach Grazio Plain has to work with this year. And I'm telling you, the environment is much improved with the cheerleaders in the gymnasium. Inside, Carter McFollins with the putback. It's now a 4-point Batavia lead. We're inside 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Johnson Jr. trapped near the sideline, able to skip it over to Elby. Now it's out of bounds off of Seiberling, so it will stay with the Rams here. 4:36 remaining in the opening frame. As I start the clock a little bit early, we'll get that squared up in a moment. Johnson Jr. for three, no good. A leaping rebound for Seiberling, and now here come the Blue Devils going the other way. Quick note on Roy-Hart head coach Joe Pollock, as it's inside for Christie, who gets the finish. Another assist for Cam McClintock. Pollock, a Notre Dame high school graduate, so very familiar with this tournament, a former high school basketball player himself, played in this tournament, and now welcome back as a coach and leader of the Roy-Hart Rams. Into the corner for Seiberling. And Sawyer Seiberling knocks it down, and Batavia's ahead by 9 midway through the first quarter. The pressure defense continues for the Blue Devils. Johnson Jr. skips it over to Justin Terwilliger. Now it's inside for Elby, and a blocking foul called against the Blue Devils. And Batavia wanted that to be ruled a charge, to no avail. McFollins slid in there. Carter McFollins Kramer looking to take the charge, but was ruled a block. Now Elby misses the first free throw as Coach Brasky stays in the ear of the official. Might have to be careful here. Elby connects on the second. Now an 8-point game as a sub comes on for the Rams. First time today we'll see Dan Aquilina as he came on for Tyler Burrows. Well, started the clock a little bit late, about 10 seconds behind, 11-3. Batavia in the lead. Christie outside to Seiberling, tested again from the corner, no good. Jamel Johnson Jr. on the rebound. And it's taken away by McFollins Kramer. Here comes Carter McFollins Kramer in the front court. Beautiful pass inside to Javen McFollins. And he finishes the reverse layup to place it at a 10-point Batavia lead. Johnson Jr. hits the deck and he's fouled. See who they call it on. It's against McFollins with 3:06 remaining here in the opening quarter. 3 fouls apiece called on each side. Get the scoreboard fixed here. It's 13-3 Batavia in the lead. Into the corner, now into the lane. And Aquilina able to get the finish. Sorry about that, a little bit of a mix-up on the scoreboard. Just a little inside baseball here. Here at Genesee Community College, which is 2 miles, I would say, away from Batavia High School, maybe not even, is listing Roy-Hart as the home team on the scoreboard, while Batavia is the visiting team. I'm not sure the reasoning for that. Maybe they alternate that each year when a team returns, but you would certainly think Batavia would be listed as the home team. Rebound for McFollins, gets it over to Christie off the block, and now it's a 10-point Batavia lead once again. Batavia really increasing the pace of this game, and Roy-Hart struggled to keep up with it and manage it in the early going. It's Batavia pressuring full court, harassing defense, and it's led to a few turnovers from the Rams thus far. 15-5, Batavia in the lead, approaching the 2-minute mark of this first quarter. Three ball from Javen McFarland's, and it's good. Three ball corner pocket from McFarland's, and Batavia's knocked down two from that same area. Seiverling hit one earlier. Johnson in the lane, hanging and banging. And it's now an 11-point Batavia lead, and a little bit of a delay as the ball rolls out to midcourt, but we'll reset here, and we'll reset our clock to 1:46 as Batavia takes over possession. It's been a fast-moving first quarter. Look forward to telling you about our sponsors at the end of the quarter, perhaps before. Seiverling on the wing, guarded closely. Now McClintock reverses it to McFarland. Seiverling flying in for the rebound, tips it away, and McFarland's Kramer able to track it down. Nifty ball handling, nice pass to Seiverling, who drains the three. Beautiful ball movement from McFarland's Kramer. And Seiverling able to cash it in. Taken away by McFarland's Kramer. Here's Batavia now on the run. McClintock inside, and he's fouled. Already a 14-point lead for Batavia with 1:06 remaining in the opening quarter. As McClintock heads to the line for two shots, subs coming on for Roy-Hart. It will be Thomas Russo Jr. checking in for the first time, and Burrows is coming back in as well. So Jaden Swigert remains on the bench for the Rams. I am not keeping stats, but I would believe that that is due to foul trouble. And ever since he's exited, Batavia has really dominated in the full court pressure defense, taking the ball away from the Rams. They have not been able to handle that pressure provided by the Blue Devils. McClintock, a second try. Converts, and it's now a 15-point game as Mikey McKenzie comes on for Batavia, and McClintock will take a break. A little bit of a fast start there as the sub had yet to come on, and officials will reset it with 1:06 to play here in the opening quarter. And a foul called against Estevan Lovett. So Roy-Hart will get a chance to reset now, and Batavia keeps the pressure on. McKenzie and McFarland's in the backcourt. Lovett and Christie at midcourt, but like a hot knife through butter, Jamel Johnson Jr. slices right through the defense, but on the other end, David McFarland throws it down. What transition offense created by the Blue Devils, and it finishes with the slam from McFarland's. My, oh my, the second slam dunk we've seen tonight. Earlier, you saw Leroy's Merritt Holly throw one down on the left side of the court. I believe it was the left side, and now you see McFarland's throw it down on the right side, and now a technical foul called against Jamel Johnson Jr., and McFarland's will head to the line with a chance to increase Batavia's lead, which already sits at 15 points on the throwdown from McFarland's. And Coach Pollock not happy with that call against his star player, Johnson Jr. So a bit of foul trouble for the Rams here, as they've already reached 17 fouls in the first quarter. One of them a technical against Jamel Johnson Jr. McFarland's misses the first free throw, but makes the second. Sub on for Roy-Hart. Is Nate Byer, excuse me. Nope, no new sub for Roy-Hart. So 28 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. 25-9. Batavia well out in front. Taken away by McFarland's Kramer. Here's Batavia on the other end. And Christie converts to increase the Blue Devils' lead. It's been an all-out blitz by Batavia in this opening frame. 27 points for the Blue Devils to the Roy-Hart's 9, and now a deep three fired up, and McFarland's Kramer tries to push it ahead, but time will expire in the first quarter, and we head to the second. It's 27-9, Batavia out in front. And here are your sponsors with the Batavia cheerleaders performing in the background. Of course, we'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, beginning with Casella Waste, which will save your business time and money on trash and recycling services. Call 585-308-0662 for more information. Also, Genesee Community College, Genesee Your Path. GCC offers 60-plus affordable academic programs and over 120 scholarships for you to begin your next journey. Apply for free at genesee.edu/apply or call 866-CALL-GCC today. Also, Notre Dame High School. When the Notre Dame High School administration asked its students why they love Notre Dame High School, the same word was repeated again and again, and that word was family. At NDHS, students develop authentic relationships with nurturing teachers, dedicated coaches, and administrators committed to the school's mission. At Notre Dame, students thrive in the physically and emotionally safe environment where they learn to take chances and push their academic abilities. Notre Dame High School invites you to discover the difference at their open house February 2nd from 6 to 7:30 p.m. or call to schedule a visit today. Also, TF Browns in Batavia, whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or planning any type of party or get-together, TF Browns is ready to meet your needs and budget. Got a few more sponsors to get to. We'll get to those in a moment, but it's a 27-9 lead. Batavia well out in front of the Roy-Hart Rams to begin the second quarter of play. Have yet to see a close game tonight, and it does not appear as if we'll see one, at least judging from the early results in this one. But plenty of time for Roy-Hart to work its way back, and one thing that all teams have put forth this evening is effort. There has been no shortage of effort, no matter the score on the board. These kids have come to play here this evening. As Johnson Jr. unable to connect, and now here's Batavia in transition. And Jamel Johnson Jr. takes it away. Here's Roy-Hart in transition now. Up and down we go. And into the cheerleaders goes the ball as Carter McFarland's Kramer rejects it. What a block from McFarland's Kramer. Might want to check on the cheerleaders down there, taking a bit of friendly fire from the senior forward. As Johnson Jr. to the rack, he's fouled. He'll head to the line with 7:24 remaining in the opening half. Roy-Hart trails it by 18. My math not at its strongest in game number 4 here tonight. Johnson Jr. connects on the first. And Johnson Jr. connects on another one. Down to a 16-point deficit for the Rams. McKenzie for 3 from the corner, and it's good. rare mistake from PA announcer Paul Spiata. What a job he's done tonight through 3 1/4 games. I think that's his first mistake all night. And I mean, it's unfortunate I'm pointing Paul out in a situation for my first time pointing him out. It's unfortunate that it's coming when he makes a mistake, but much like the officials, when you don't notice Paul, that's when he's doing a great job, because when Paul is on the mic, you can take for granted that you're going to have a great, boisterous voice over the loudspeaker, and that really goes without saying. Not to say you take it for granted, but it's just expected from Paul at this juncture. And the rare mistake, that may be the first mistake I've seen from Paul all season between football and basketball. Incredible streak for Paul. So as I said before, we'd like to thank a few more sponsors. R.A. Heights Company Incorporated, owned by Richard Wen. R.A. Heights is a family business established in 1945 that specializes in residential and commercial roofing, metal roofing, gutter siding, windows, copper work, and sheet metal fabrication. Also, Yasis Trucking. When you're in need of paving or excavation services in the Byron, Batavia area, there's only one company that goes above and beyond to fulfill all of your needs, and that's Yasis Trucking and Construction. Also, Main Street Insurance Agency, in business for 30 years. Main Street Insurance Agency has offices in Attica and Warsaw, and another location in Bell, Florida. Call Main Street Insurance Agency for competitive quotes on auto, home, business, and life insurance. We have one more sponsor to get to, and we'll do that as soon as we can. But with 6.5 minutes to go, Batavia leads it by 19 as Johnson Jr. fires up a wild shot and a late whistle called against Mikey McKenzie. That's going to send Roy-Hart with an inbound underneath. As Carter Mullen waits at the table for a substitution, and he comes on, and I forgot to announce Batavia's last substitution, which was Joey Marenko, and also Aiden Bellavia, who remains on the court for Batavia. 3 ball from Roy-Hart, no good from the corner. And now here come the Blue Devils, and it's a foul called against the Rams. That 3 ball was from Jackson Weber for Roy-Hart, off the mark. So Bellavia and Mullen on for the first time tonight. You also saw Marenko in for a brief spell. And now you will see Cruz Rapone come on after this free throw from Mikey McKenzie. Rapone comes on for Lovett. McKenzie goes 2 for 2 from the line. It's now a 21-point lead for Batavia. Second straight game we've seen a team mount a 20-point lead in the first half. Again, Weber fires from distance, and this time connects. Jackson Weber showing the range, and the Roy-Hart Rams trying to work their way back into this one. We are under 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Nice penetration from McKenzie, kick to Mullen, off the mark on the 3 from the corner. Johnson Jr. on the rebound and trots his way up court before losing his balance and throwing it out of bounds. Mullen in the corner. Bellavia posting up, wanted it, didn't get it. Calling for it again, still not getting it from his guards on the perimeter, but this time Mullen, a floater from the short corner, misses everything. Here comes the Rams. Here come the Rams, excuse me, the other way. And a blocking foul called against McClintock. So what you saw there was Batavia refusing to get it into the post to Bellavia, and it led to a missed opportunity as Bellavia had his man on his back. He certainly has the capability to put the man on his back, collect the ball, and make a move to put himself in position, but Batavia reluctant to get it to him in there, certainly outsized by Roy-Hart's Dan Aquilina. But he's capable of finishing in there, and Batavia's got to look to get him the ball. So 1 for 2 from the free throw line goes Elby. Now here come the Blue Devils. 3-ball from the corner from Rapone, no good. Rebound collected by Aquilina. 17-point lead now for Batavia. Johnson Jr. over to Weber, lost the handle, but right back to his teammate, who slashes to the rim, count the basket, and Johnson Jr. will head to the line to look to make it a 3-point play. It's down to a 15-point Batavia lead. 4:36 remaining in the opening half, and here comes subs on for the Blue Devils. McFollins and McFollins-Kramer, along with Seiberling and Christie on for the Blue Devils. So no good on the free throw. Remains a 15-point game. Here's McClintock at the top of the key. All the way around the horn, now in the hands of Seiberling. Skipped over to McFollins. 3-ball, Sawyer Seiberling. Batavia's lead back up to 18. Three-ball from Weber, no good off the back iron, and McClintock collects the rebound, tipped away by Seiberling. McClintock to the rim, and he's fouled. Unable to get the scoop layup, and looks like he's going to head to the line here. Chance at 2 shots for Cam McClintock. McClintock 1 for 1. And 2 for 2 for Cam McClintock. Back to a 20-point first half advantage for Batavia. Weber up to Elby, lobbed over the top, and bounces off the knee of Aquilina and out of bounds. Comes Johnson Jr. on the other end, leaping for the layup after the turnover committed by the Blue Devils. Inside finish for Christie. Javen McFollins on the assist. And a timeout called by Roy-Hart. Of course, we'd also like to thank Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer. Selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment, Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower, and they are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website, empiretractor.com, or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds. Once again, this is the Batavia Lions Club Pete Arras Memorial Basketball Tournament. In our fourth game of the night, Batavia rolling Roy-Hart by 20 with 2:48 remaining in the opening half. All three games thus far have been won by double digits. Not very competitive in terms of the overall margin in any of the games so far. Not to say the kids' effort has not been there. All sides have competed, no matter the score on the board, but when it comes to a tournament such as this, you look to arrange competitive matchups that aren't going to put one team at a disadvantage, and that just has not been the case in this year's edition of the Pete Arras Memorial Tournament. The tournament is in honor of Pete Arras, a longtime Batavia Lion. Started this tournament back in 1982. This is the 41st year of the tournament. Pete was a naturally gifted athlete who loved all sports, graduated from Batavia High School as Albee finishes inside. He also graduated from SUNY Brockport, go Eagles. As an athlete and as an educator, Pete was dedicated to the youth of the community, and he was truly a role model to our youth and continued to be even after his retirement, helping lead this tournament even after retiring from his years as a school administrator within the Batavia City School District. He was my elementary school principal back at Jackson Elementary School way back in the day. Unfortunately, Pete passed away in 2016, but the Batavia Lions have done a nice job of carrying on his legacy by hosting this tournament every year. It's transitioned from a 4-team tournament as Johnson Jr., a little bit of helter-skelter play, and he finishes it with a layup. It used to be a 4-team tournament with Notre Dame and Batavia as the two centerpieces. They would meet in the final more often than not, but somewhere along the line it was divided into a small school and large school tournament, which some have agreed with, some have not agreed with, and over the years it's led to a little bit of lack of competition in some years, this year being one of them in the first round. Hopefully we see more competitive margins of victory in the final games, I should say. But the Batavia Lions Club has done a nice job. They all rally together to host this tournament each and every year. Concessions right below me. I can smell the popcorn from here. Also ordering pizza, fresh for the patrons here at GCC. And a blocking foul called against the Blue Devils. Give you a recap of the day so far in a moment. Johnson Jr. knocks down his first free throw, cuts it back down to a 15-point deficit. So in game number one, Leroy with a 48-30 win over Attica. Leroy led 26-14 at the half and went on to roll Attica by 18. Attica dealing with a bit of injury trouble early in the year. Top guard Simon Lamparelli and one of their top forwards, Clayton Bizon, remain out due to injuries, so certainly impacted things there for the Blue Devils as Cam McClintock slices to the basket and finishes. Attica defeated Batavia in last year's opening round and did lose some players from that team, but this was expected to be a fantastic year for Attica. Just hasn't turned out to be the case due to some injury trouble. Merritt Holly Jr. for Leroy led all scorers with 27 points in that win for Leroy. And an offensive foul as Carter McFarland takes the charge. In the second game, at Oakfield, Alabama taking down Elba 69-39, with Kyle Porter exploding for 21 points, 5 3-pointers in the first half for Porter. He scored all of his points in the first half. So a blowout win for Leroy, a blowout win for Elba. And then to make it 3 in a row, Notre Dame with a blowout win over Medina, 67-37. So 2 games won by 30. Another game won by 18. Certainly not what the crowd was hoping for here at GCC, but 45 seconds remaining in this opening half. Roy-Hart will call for timeout as they trail it by 17. We'll give you a quick look at the cheerleaders. Batavia's cheerleaders doing a nice job, giving them a little bit of FaceTime. Maybe we'll have a performance at halftime as well. Try to get those girls behind the basket there, get them a little FaceTime too. A little bit obstructed, but I think you can see them. Oh, sorry for the quick zoom out. So 45 seconds to go. Roy-Hart set to inbound, trailing by 17. Here's Johnson Jr. Nice spin move through the lane, up high. Tried to get it off the glass, but it fell just short. Nonetheless, he's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. Johnson Jr. connects on the first free throw, and now we have a sub coming on for Roy-Hart. Taking a break is Elby, and it's Terwilliger coming back on, and waiting at the table is Thomas Russo III. Johnson Jr. 2 for 2, and here comes Russo III on for Johnson Jr. to spell him over this final 35 seconds of the first half. Excuse me for that jerk of the camera, but you have to give Roy-Hart credit. They went down by 20 plus. They've done a nice job hanging around, and it sticks with my theme throughout the night. Despite the score on the scoreboard, the players have continued to play hard, and that is certainly a positive sign, as that is not always the case. And it's led to Roy-Hart cutting their deficit down to 15, which is relatively manageable if you enter the second half with a 15-point deficit. And it could be less, as now Roy-Hart on the run inside 10 seconds remaining. Final chance, Russo III for 3, up off the cage, and that will nullify any chance at the basket. So a 15-point lead for Batavia at the break. We head to the half on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network, and it looks like we'll have a performance from the Batavia cheerleaders. But before we get there, we'd like to thank our sponsors one more time. Beginning with Casella Waste, which will save your business time and money on trash and recycling services. Also, Genesee Community College, apply online for free, genesee.edu/apply. Also, Notre Dame High School, the top secondary school in Genesee, Wyoming, and Orleans counties, the 16th consecutive year. Discover the difference at their open house on February 2nd. Also, TF Browns in Batavia, whether you're looking for a nice place to relax and enjoy a beverage or a nice meal, head on down to TF Brown's off Liberty Street in Maine. Also, RA Heights Company Incorporated, your roofing experts. Yassis Trucking, they can take care of your plowing services if needed. Also, Main Street Insurance Agency, taking care of your auto, life, and home insurance needs. And finally, Empire Tractor, we're here to help you grow, and we'll send it down to the Batavia cheerleaders who are showing their holiday spirit. There they go, as quickly as they came, the Batavia cheerleaders showing their holiday spirit here at Genesee Community College. We'll be back on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. All right, and we are back with the second half of play here at Genesee Community College, and a 3-ball from Javen McFarland's starts the third quarter of play, and Batavia increases its lead. It's back to 18 points. Let's adjust our camera here. Forgot that we had the cheerleaders on in the halftime break. Batavia quickly on the other end, and Cyberling, count the bucket. He'll head to the line looking to make it a 3-point play. It's now a 20-point lead for the Blue Devils. Cyberling could not complete the 3-point play, and on the other end, Johnson Jr. gets the finish. Follins Kramer inside to Christie. Once again, a 20-point lead for the Blue Devils. Batavia keeps the pressure on in the second half, up 20. Now here comes McFarland's Kramer rushing the other way, coast to coast. 22-point lead for the Blue Devils. Weber in the corner, swarmed by Batavia defenders, and it's out of bounds off of the Roy-Hart forward, and it will go back to the Blue Devils. Clinic into the corner from McFarland's, and he travels. Johnson Jr. down the sideline, bounces it over, but it's intercepted. Here come the Blue Devils. And McFarland's tried the reverse dunk, got it to go, but I don't know if we can give him a dunk on that one. We'll have to review it. Great attempt. Johnson Jr. for 3. Down to a 21-point Batavia lead, and Roy-Hart calls timeout. So try to review that play, see if we award the dunk to McFarland's or not, but in the meantime, we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with Casella Waste. Are you looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste and check out their great rates on local waste removal. Casella Waste is your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs and is always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 for more information. Also, Genesee Community College. Genesee, your path. GCC offers 60-plus affordable academic programs and over 120 scholarships for you to begin your next journey. Apply for free at genesee.edu/apply or call 866-CALL-GCC today. Also, Notre Dame High School. When the Notre Dame High School administration asked its students why they love Notre Dame, the same word was repeated again and again, and that word is family. At NDHS, students develop authentic relationships with nurturing teachers, dedicated coaches, and administrators committed to the school's mission. At Notre Dame, students thrive in the physically and emotionally safe environment where they learn to take chances and push their academic abilities. NDHS invites you to discover the difference at their open house, February 2nd from 6 to 7:30, or call to schedule a visit today. So here's Batavia, leading by 21. And here's McFarland's Kramer off the dribble to the rack, can't get the finish. Johnson Jr. collects the rebound and goes quickly for Roy-Hart the other way. Looking to build some momentum following that deep three from Johnson Jr. are the Rams, but unable to do so, as off the mark for three there was Justin Terwilliger. On the other end, McFarland's Kramer once again misses from inside, and here comes Johnson Jr. going the other way for the Rams. And a three ball for Johnson Jr. once again, but Batavia quickly the other way, and Christie puts it back at a 20-point lead. So Johnson Jr., a strong start to this second half, a couple of three-pointers, but the Rams haven't managed to cut into the Batavia deficit, or Batavia advantage, excuse me. Cyberling for three from the wing, no good. Christie tried to save it, unable to do so. We'll go back to the Rams here with 4:28 remaining in the third quarter. 20-point lead for Batavia. Three ball from the corner, no good, and here comes McFarland's Kramer on the run. And McFarland's to the rack, another attempt at a dunk. This one rattles around the rim and in. So between the two, I think we'll give him one dunk. So a half dunk for each. McFarland's now with two dunks on the deck. McFarland's again to the rack, and an offensive foul as the Rams slide in there to take the charge. Looks like we have a discussion from the officials. We'll see what happens here. .349 remaining in the third quarter. As I said, a discussion going on amongst the officials. And now we have the coaches here to talk things over. Perhaps we have a change of the call. I'm not sure what we'll see here. I mean, I'm no official, but in a 22-point ball game, I'm not sure you want a delay like this. And they are going to change the call, I believe, to a blocking foul. Coach Pollock cannot be happy with this turn of events. Once again, we'll thank a few more of our sponsors here. Of course, TF Browns, whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or planning any type of party or get-together, TF Browns is ready to meet your needs and budget. Also, R.A. Heights Company Incorporated, owned by Richard Wendt. R.A. Heights is a family business established in 1945 that specializes in residential and commercial roofing, metal roofing, gutter, siding, windows, copper work, and sheet metal fabrication. Okay, so we had a double foul situation there, so we'll stay with Batavia. Also, Yas's Trucking, whether you're in need of paving or excavation services in the Byron Batavia area, there's only one company that goes above and beyond to fulfill all of your needs, and that's Yas's Trucking and Construction, as Carter McFarland's Kramer gets that to go to increase Batavia's lead. Here comes Roy-Hart on the other end, and a foul. No, just out of bounds off Batavia. So here's McFarland's rushing the other way. Feeds it ahead to Christie. Clinic inbounds to Christie. Batavia's lead now at 26. And a timeout coming for the Rams here with 3:10 remaining in the third. We'd also like to thank Main Street Insurance Agency, in business for 30 years. Main Street Insurance Agency has offices in Attica and Warsaw and another location in Bell, Florida. Call Main Street Insurance Agency for competitive quotes on auto, home, business, and life insurance. Also Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower. And they are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website, empiretractor.com, or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds. Just a reminder to join us on Thursday night beginning at 6:30 for the championship round of the Batavia Lions Club Pete Arras Memorial Tournament. It's the 41st annual edition, and the large school and small school division finals will take place with the small school division coming first at 6:30 on Thursday night. This one taken away by Christie. Batavia quickly the other way. Out of bounds off the Blue Devils. And a foul called against McFarland's, a hand check. That is his third foul. Clinic turns it over. Johnson Jr. to the rack, offensive foul. McFarland's Kramer sells out once again. And that's Johnson Jr.'s fourth. One more, he will be disqualified. 2:26 remaining in the third quarter. Ram star player will stay on the court. So here's McClintock working it up the floor for the Blue Devils. Fallon's Kramer down the lanes, scooped up and under, can't get the finish. He just hasn't had the touch in there today. Fortunately, Batavia hasn't needed it. Here's Christie now, collecting the defensive rebound, running up the floor for the Blue Devils. McFarland's to the rim and another dunk. Certainly is not shy about elevating and throwing it down, whether he's in traffic or in the open floor. Another missed opportunity for the Rams, and here come the Blue Devils. McFarland's Kramer throws it away. We'll go back to the Rams, 1:32 remaining in the third. Jumper from the corner, Sawyer Seiberling. 30-point lead for Batavia. Could they be the third team to win by 30 points tonight? We'll see. One minute left in the third quarter. Weber on the wing. Bounces it inside. And a nice finish there from Sam Brune. Clinic to the rim, another missed layup for Batavia. That's been one negative to take away from their performance tonight. They've missed a few bunnies in there. It's Johnson Jr. to the rim, and this time McFarland's Kramer called for the blocking foul. 30 seconds on the game clock. The shot clock will be turned off, and Batavia will look to get one shot here. Johnson Jr. off the mark. Everybody forgot how many shots there were. Another missed free throw. Here's Batavia looking to hold for the final shot of the third quarter. Clinic goes down in a heap. And no foul is called. 2 seconds remaining. And I apologize, I did not move the camera for that possession. But you didn't miss much. McClintock driving to the basket, taking a spill and turning it over. And now Roy-Hart misses their final opportunity. We head to the fourth. 8 minutes to go. Batavia leads it by 28. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with Casella Waste. Are you looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste and check out their great rates on local waste removal. Casella is your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Also, Genesee Community College, Genesee Your Path. GCC offers 60-plus affordable academic programs and over 120 scholarships for you to begin your next journey. Apply for free at genesee.edu/apply or call 866-CALL-GCC today. Also, Notre Dame High School. Notre Dame High School invites you to discover the difference at their open house, February 2nd, from 6 to 7:30, or call to schedule your visit today. When the Notre Dame High School administration asked its students why they love Notre Dame, the same word was repeated again and again. And that word was family. Contact Notre Dame today. Also, TF Browns. Whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or planning any type of party or get-together, TF Browns is ready to meet your needs and budget. Also, R.A. Heights Company Incorporated, owned by Richard Wendt. R.A. Heights is a family business established in 1945 that specializes in residential and commercial roofing, metal roofing, gutter, siding, windows, copperwork, and sheet metal fabrication. So we are underway in the fourth quarter, and firing up a three was Jaden Swigert. Off the mark, and Batavia will take over. Bellavia and Marenko back into the game for the Blue Devils. Also, Christine, McKenzie, and Lovett and McKenzie out there along with McClintock. Lovett, three, no good. Rebound goes to Roy-Hart. Strong rebound in there from Bruning. Johnson Jr. like a bull in a china shop, and the offensive foul committed. Charge taken by Marenko. And Johnson Jr. is fouled out of this game. So a solid performance from Johnson Jr. Did all he could, but Rams just a bit outmanned in this game, as Batavia can come at you in waves when they get it going, and they surely have had it going here tonight. McKenzie for three, no good. Rebound goes to Marenko. A nice, nifty up and under there, but he couldn't get it to go. Batavia diving after it. Will stay with the Blue Devils as it went off the Rams. McKenzie traveled. Out of bounds. Rams step out. Here comes Carter Mullen on for more action as McClintock will take a break. Might be the last time we see McClintock tonight, as it looks like Batavia has gone to the bench. Foul out top committed by Swigert, and he is also fouled out of the game. So 2 players have now fouled out for the Rams. .607 to play in the fourth. Batavia looking to salt this one away. Love it inside to Batavia, lost control. And a foul committed by the Rams. Batavia 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Back to a 30-point lead for Batavia. Russo able to finish for the Rams. .509 to go in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds off Batavia, Roy-Hart will take back over. A timeout called by the Rams to avoid the turnover in the corner. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Yasis Trucking. When you're in need of paving or excavation services in the Batavia Byron area, there's only one company that goes above and beyond to fulfill all of your needs, and that's Yasis Trucking and Construction. Founded in 1988, Yasis offers valuable knowledge gained from over 33 years of experience in the industry. Yasis Trucking and Construction is insured and bonded and is proven to be a resource to architects, homeowners, and other customers throughout the area. Call Yasis today to see what they can do for you. 585-548-5014. Also, Main Street Insurance Agency, in business for 30 years. Main Street Insurance Agency has offices in Attica and Warsaw, and another location in Bell, Florida. Call Main Street Insurance Agency for competitive quotes on auto, home, business, and life insurance. Last but not least, Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower, and they are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website, empiretractor.com, or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds in Batavia. So Roy-Hart called timeout. They'll have it in the corner here. Trailing by 28 with under 5 minutes to play. Russo set to inbound, lobs it over the top to Elby. Three ball from Elby, no good. Russo for three, no good. Kenzie traveled. Marenko takes it away. Here comes Batavia now. A little bit of a force there from Marenko, but he's bailed out by the blocking foul. Able to connect on the second try. Here's Elby. Good pump fake. Good defense provided by Marenko. Elby off the dribble, fouled. Albee to the line. Can't make the first. Here comes Cruz Rapone back into the game for Batavia. McKenzie will take a break. Be connected on the second attempt, and now Batavia turns it over. A bit of a carry there from Albee, and we're going the other way. Mullen to the rim, and he gets the layup to go. Makes it a 30-point lead for Batavia. Nice pass, nice reverse finish from Andrew Waters, his first bucket of the night. That was a nice pass from Albee. Albee for three, no good. Marenko on the rebound. A foul called against the Rams. Marenko, another free throw, converted. Two for two this time. Three ball, no good. Out of bounds off the Rams. Love it inside. Gotta love it. .145 remaining in the fourth. Batavia inching toward victory here. Awkward looking shot attempt there from Chris Myers. Now into the game for the Rams. And Batavia in transition. .110 to go. Once again, we'd like to remind you to join us on Thursday for the finals, both small school division and large school division, here at Genesee Community College, beginning at 6:30 p.m. as Marenko able to finish in transition for the Blue Devils. 6:30 p.m., two games right here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Three ball, no good. Myers will get another try, and this one's rejected by Marenko off the Rams. 29 seconds remaining, and I don't believe we'll see another shot from Batavia here. So as we look to wind down the final seconds of what's been a long night here at Genesee Community College, we'd like to thank you for tuning in, and we expect you back on Thursday night beginning at 6:30 for the small school final between Oakfield, Alabama and Notre Dame, followed by the large school final between Batavia and Leroy. So that's going to do it here from Genesee Community College. 36-point win for Batavia. And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Casella Waste, Genesee Community College, Notre Dame High School, TF Browns, RA Heights Company Incorporated, Yasis Trucking, Main Street Insurance Agency, and Empire Tractor. My name is Alex Brasky for the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. We'll see you next time.
For the second day of action. At the same trip home.